Okay, what's up, everyone? Got a new breakdown here today of Cam Newton. I am personally a big Panthers fan. That's my team, and I guess it's been long overdue to actually break down Cam Newton here. I was thinking about doing Matt Ryan, then I thought, hey, what? Haven't even done Cam Newton yet. So anyway, gonna go and break him down here, and kind of show some things that are unique with how he throws. The big thing that he does that's different is you can see when he loads, he opens up that hip very early. So he uses a lot of that disassociation in his throw. And he also, another big unique thing is he really drops that elbow a lot. Okay, you can see how he's going and he's throwing. He almost kind of leans back in his throw, but he gets so much force out of his, really lower back, lumbar spine, and upper glutes that it ends up working for him. He's really a big guy, which I think is really the best thing that he has for him, because he could just use so much of his momentum in his throw. I mean, his step, we could see he loads that back leg very well. And he begins that transition forward pretty early, and he gets into that large amount of rotation. He almost kind of has that baseball type of throw, and you can see how kind of lean back he is, how much extended he is in his back, also kind of dropping that elbow. I'd say those are definitely things that you don't want to do as a quarterback, unless you have the size and the height that he has, because he can get away with it because he gets so much momentum by pushing off of that back leg and rotating those hips early. He can get rid of it. Really helps his release out, because he is already opened up, has everything already going for him, and then he can just kind of whip that ball through, and that's what gives him the arm strength that he has, and also gives him the ability to create the amount of force that he can create. We'll watch it here from the back as well. So he loads back on that back leg. You can see him bending back there. He opens up a good amount with that front hip, and you can see right before he steps down, he starts twisting that hip open. And then after he starts getting that hip twisted, now he really shoots that right hip through. Again, kind of drops that right elbow down and fires it from there. He kind of has a low position when he starts rotating in that hand, which is actually pretty good to get that nose to start going forward early. It really helps him being able to create a lot of stretch within the shoulder. So he does use a good amount of his arm in his throw. This is really a great throw too. He puts a lot on this ball. You can see, again, look at how much he's rotating here. Look how much he's leaning back. Again, I think those are things that we could definitely improve on. When we see like an Aaron Rodgers type throw, he's going to go and he's going to use that. He's going to transfer his weight on the front leg and really push off his front leg and generate force there. But really the big thing is that he's transferring his weight forward. When you see Cam Newton here, he's using all that hip opening up here, and then he's going to try to throw it and almost from, again, a lean back position. Uses a lot of arm and in his throw. He just gets away with it because of how much size he has to be able to create it. But some of the things that he does is really amazing. He makes some great throws, so you can't knock him too much there. Okay, we'll get the last angle here. What we can see from this one, again, you can see the hips. But we could also see, notice how he keeps that front arm pretty close in, and he really does a good job of rotating within that upper body. I see a lot of quarterbacks come in that when they come through, they end up really leaning forward with their spine or with their trunk as they're coming through the throw. He does a good job of really keeping that good solid rotation in that mid-back all the way through the throw. I think that's another great thing to take away from Cam Newton's throw here. So, really what he does that kind of separates himself is he's able to open up those hips much more and really gets a lot of that disassociation between that front hip and that right shoulder. Really the same thing that we've been seeing a lot of times, where they could just stretch a ton, and how they open up the left hip and the right shoulder, and then use those obliques to really create a lot of force. But another big thing is that he it does a good job pushing off that back leg. He kind of drops that elbow a little bit. I think that's something he can improve on. But he does a great job of getting good rotation within his body, and really has plenty of shoulder range of motion. So he kind of makes up for dropping that elbow in having plenty of shoulder range of motion. So I think he's, obviously me being a Panther fan, I only hope for the best. I think that there can be some mechanic things that he could fix, but overall he's obviously having success. Last year won the MVP, and so he'll be able to continue to grow off of what he has, and really being able to be a running threat like he is as well. Really makes him a tough person to stop. So that's Cam Newton. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You can start emailing me at morey@yourperformancelab.com. We have an online membership to go and check out for different mechanics advice, as well as exercises, things like that. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'd love to be able to help out, whether it's a mechanics thing, a pain thing, anything that I could help you out with. Don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks, and talk to you again soon.